Of the stream. Yep. And see all the cards here. Yep. So, Deckmaster is very interesting. Deckmaster is a very, very interesting mechanic. I'm feeling some type of way. Some of these cards are gonna have to... Well, most of these cards are probably gonna have to go. I'm gonna be honest with you. So... Deckmaster is an ill-conceived mechanic. Sip? Okay. Deckmaster is a very ill-conceived mechanic because you can just summon a thing regardless of its summon conditions. So a card like Zushin the Sleeping Giant is incredibly easy to turbo onto the field. I know I did it without points, okay? I'm dumb. Don't forget about Ultimate Falcon. Why summon Ultimate Falcon when you can normal summon Zushin the Sleeping Giant? Hello, Tem. I'm not super worried about something like Ultimate Falcon, because you can beat over Ultimate Falcon. I'm worried about Zushin when it comes to, like, undestroyable boss monsters. Because Zushin is unaffected by card effects and gains 1,000 more attack than everything it battles. Just wanted to catch you before I went to get my tickets and all that. Gotcha. Nice to see you, Jesse. So, there are two categories that I've placed these cards in. Floodgates, which most of them are, and extenders. I think of the floodgates, special attention should be put to Jinzo. Special attention should be put to Jinzo. Okay, fair. Jinzo is a really nice floodgate for combo decks because it absolutely removes combo decks' worry about trap cards. I see. I'm getting... Nice to see you, Circuit. Good morning, Circuit. Jinzo notably removes two worries that combo decks have. A specific hand trap by the name of Infinite Impermanence, and going second against trap decks, or playing against trap decks entirely. Now, I'm not sure how side decking will work in Deckmaster. I'm pretty sure you won't be able to side deck in a new Deckmaster. But if you are, and even if you aren't, playing Jinzo as your Deckmaster stops half of decks in Yu-Gi-Oh! From playing against you. Which is really funny. This card, if Deckmaster ever gets its own ban list, this card will probably be banned. Because it shuts down so much of Yu-Gi-Oh! It is, because of this one card, it is impossible to play trap decks in a Deckmaster format. Because your opponent could always just be on Jinzo and you not be able to play Yu-Gi-Oh! If you get what I mean. Majesty's Fiend is another really crazy one. These are all things that I don't have to worry about. I'm worried about like, Isold. You can use Renaud as your only warrior to extend your plays by adding DDR or Living Fossil or Metal Silver Armor. Fair. Let me check Isold. Or Isolde. Yeah, because you can use the effect of Isolde without it needing to be link summoned. So true. That is something to worry about. I think that there's a better combo card as you'll see who's on here. Majesty's Fiend is another floodgate to talk about, as he turns Yu-Gi-Oh! Just from being in the Deckmaster slot. Deckmasters for Duel Links or Duel Masters? Having it too. Okay, so there was recently an alternate format released called Deckmaster, which lets you play with a card as your Deckmaster, and its effects face up on the field are treated as always active. And so I'm going through, like, the list of ones that I think are really broken. And then if anyone wants to pose any other ones, they're here. I didn't know about this. This is going to be interesting. Yeah. So, like, Jinzo, for example, is complete negation to trap cards without ever needing to hit the field. Which is incredibly broken and will probably be banned from the format if the format gets its own ban list, which Deckmaster probably sorely needs, because there are a lot of really ridiculous things you can do. Majesty's Fiend shuts down all monster effects permanently, just from being in the Deckmaster slot. This is really broken. Yes, Colossus is really strong, however, Colossus is banned. Vanity's Ruler. Winda? Winda's cool, yeah. Winda is an interesting one. Permanent summon limit is very annoying. Vanity's Ruler is really... is a very interesting card to consider. Because it shuts down all special summons from your opponent. This format gets kind of screwed from the get-go. Yeah, it really is. Just by the number of shit that they have. It's gonna need a hefty limit on what the cards you can use as a Deckmaster are. So, like, all of the toxic cards are probably gonna need to get banned from being used as a Deckmaster right away. Nice to meet you, Paradonized. Or is it Paradonized? I don't know. Vanity's Ruler is probably one of the strongest floodgates, as it prevents you from being kaiju'd, prevents your opponent from special summoning, and also doesn't do anything to your board. Slifer, that's a funny one, yeah. Slifer is a funny one. However, you can just summon in defense to get around it. And then switch to attack later. Zushin the Sleeping Giant is the only non-floodgate, non-combo card on here. Ophion? Ophion's cool, yeah. But Ophion, like, why would you play Ophion when you can just play Vanity's Ruler? Zushin is here because it's the easiest Bungus to summon that's hard to get off the field. You can just play Zushin in a competent deck, summon it, and make your opponent expend resources to get it off the field. If your opponent doesn't have Kaijus, they don't win the game. Overtext Quadless or UTC? Okay, yeah, like, UTC's cool. But, like, compare it to something like Zushin the Sleeping Giant, Vanity's Ruler, Majesty's Fiend, Jinzo. Compare it to something like, I mean, fuck, compare it to fucking, Denko Sekka, which I completely forgot about, that I should probably put on here as well. Who's another floodgate. Yeah, permanent Amano Iwado. It's just like, compared to these cards, it seems like, you know, like, there's a little bit of unfairness going on. The new Kairyu-Shin would be cool. It would be cute. Yeah, the new Kairyu-Shin would be pretty cute. Nice to see you, by the way, Ryoji. Or Ryoshi. The new Kairyu-Shin is pretty funny. But the new Kairyu-Shin, I will say, is probably not like a card that is incredibly powerful because you need Umi on the field for the effect to proc. So you can just pop Umi. Thank you for the head pat circuit. Perma spell negate. Horus? Does Horus? Oh, is Horus permanent spell negates? Okay, so let me explain. I don't think Horus works the way you think it... I don't think Horus will work the way you think it will work. Because I don't think activated effects... I don't think you can chain I don't think you can chain effects of Deckmasters. I think it's... I think it's just passive effects. I'll put this on here just in case I'm wrong, but I think it's passive effects. I mean, you'd still be able to normal summon it and lock your opponent out of spells permanently, so it's really strong. So consider that. But, like, putting Jinzo in to, like, never have to worry about evenly matched or any trap deck ever is, a little bit better than summoning a card to infinitely negate spells. Calamities? Fair. Well, actually, Calamities would be terrible as a Deckmaster, and here's why. Calamities' effect detaches materials. Spell Canceller? Oh my god, wait, you're right, Spell Canceller. Yeah, Spell Canceller, the Jinzo for spell cards, so you'd probably just play this over Horus. Nice Imperial Order, bro. Like, these are the, like, these are the floodgates for, like, combo decks. Like, I could see combo decks playing fucking Jinzo. Because, like, not having to worry about your opponent's infinite impermanence, or your opponent, like, setting back row, and you being on Jinzo, means that you don't have to worry about jack shit. So, Protoss is a bit of an interesting one. I'm not sure if this works the way I'm not sure if you can declare... Oh, you can... Yeah. So, like, going first, Protoss is really weird, but going second, Protoss is really strong. So, I don't know. This card is kind of iffy. Banisher of the Radiance? Oh, that's a... Yeah. Well, two-sided is interesting. There are some really... Like, Banisher, I could see... with, like, Primal Seed as being really interesting. It is a, like, two-sided macro, which is kind of interesting. But, like, Darklaw will probably just be strictly better at times. Primal Seed. Darklaw was another one that I went, yeah, that's probably really powerful, so it probably will be banned from locals. Destiny Hero Plasma. Oh, as a Deckmaster in Gren Maju. Plasma's a good one too, yeah. Negate the effects of face-up monsters while your opponent controls them. Yeah, just being able to get a free Plasma is really strong. Actually, any going second deck. Yeah. Yeah, banishing, it could be better. Radiance could be better for combo decks than, like, than Darklaw. Because Radiance, the nice thing with Radiance is it banishes your own cards, which can be used for, like, Primal Seed combos and shit. Nice to see, Animal.
What's poppin'? How's everybody doing?
Doing good. Now that we're talking about now that we're done talking about random stun cards that are now broken, and this one big bungus guy called Zushin the Sleeping Giant, let's talk about the interesting combo cards that I have found. So first of all, the non-toxic one, TG Hyper Librarian. The best part about TG Hyper Librarian isn't the fact that it's a level 5. It's the fact that it draws you a card every time a monster is synchro summoned. So just having this in the Deckmaster slot, passively drawing you a card every time a monster is summoned, or a synchro monster is summoned, is... I mean, that's really good. And I think a lot of synchro decks would fucking love Hyper Librarian. Inspector Border. I don't think Inspector Border. I don't think Inspector Border, and here's why. You kind of want to be able to activate effects. And even in an Inspector Border deck, like decks that play Inspector Border, you kind of want to activate a couple of monster effects before you get Inspector Border on the field. At least in my experience. However, there are a number of decks that will probably use him. So, TG Hyper Librarian is really good, obviously. And just being able to have him on in your Deckmaster slot, passively drawing you cards, is also really good.
There's also that one Predator Plant fusion that, you know, for if the card has a Predator Plant counter, it's negated.
Trifioverum?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one, yeah. For Predator Plant, that's really good.
Since you don't even have to worry about...
don't even have to worry about summoning it, it's just passively negating cards' effects.
Yeah, the only thing, plus it would be fair, kind of, because, you know, you still need to put on counters on the
still
field.
need to put on counters, yeah, so it's a fair card. These are cards that are a little unfair. Like, Hyper Librarian is probably the least unfair card on here.
I mean, say that's all the decks.
Which one?
To, you know, mass synchro summon.
I'm caught between, like, I don't know if it's Full Armor Master or Hawkjoe. One of those two.
Obsidian Hawkjoe.
I know Full Armor Master is unaffected by everything and just steals stuff with wedge counters every time your opponent's monster activates an effect.
Shit, Megalith Och? Megalith Och. Does Megalith Och have a passive effect?
Does it?
No. Never mind, it's just passive. Yeah, like, technically Librarian is a, like, non-passive effect, I think.
Yeah. I think
but, well, no, it's just a thing that passively activates.
Yeah.
Like, Horus the Black Flame Dragon is kind of, a, reach. Because I'm not sure if they allow you to activate activated effects in the Deckmaster slot.
I don't think they will, since Deckmasters are theoretically off the field, you know, until they are summoned. They're just
Damn, I just wanted to drop
like
my ritual spells. Oh well. I think Librarian works because it's a mandatory, but if not, you can just normal summon Librarian.
Does Full Armor Master automatically put wedge counters on your opponent?
Let me check.
Because I know it places them on there, so you can steal them later.
Yes, it does automatically put wedge counters on the opponent's monster.
Okay.
Each time an opponent controls... Each time a monster your opponent controls activates its effect, place a wedge counter on it.
Okay.
Oh, wow. So this is just like a board wipe to your opponent for playing Yu-Gi-Oh!
Well, it's not even a board wipe. It's... Oh, wait, yeah, it is. No, wait, during your end phase.
Still, like, that's really strong.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm gonna put this over here. I'm gonna put this over here, because that's really strong.
Wouldn't Zolkin also be, like, a good
It can be
card
played
for,
around.
like,
It can
trap
be
decks?
played around, yeah.
Like,
Zolkin?
Yeah, in trap decks because you set cards, special summon a level 7.
Oh, that's really funny. Yeah, Ultimaya Zulkin would be really funny.
I mean, it wouldn't be really good, but it might help like decks get like survive a bit longer. Or go into like a hyper synchro summon.
So yeah, just normal summon Zulkin, set a card, get a Crystal Wing. Although Zulkin is prone to getting destroyed, so this is probably fair. Don't forget Ye Old Last Warrior. Fair?
Last warrior from another planet.
Last Warrior is a very toxic card as well when it comes to like stun. However, like we have a lot of cards that don't get fucked over like Last Warrior does. Last Warrior can get... Oh, well, I mean... Well, yeah, neither player can summon monsters, though. You have to do set, pass.
I don't think people do that unless they play flip decks. For example,
Oh, Guru could do this. Cyan, nice to see you. Alright,
Who can do this?
let me talk about the only card that I thought of for, like... This card alone means you build burn or a deck burn with, and win. Fair. Okay, another one. Oh, is Gemini FTK becomes consistent again? Ish. Okay. Another one to talk about. Cyberstein. So, half of the problem with Cyberstein FTK is getting Cyberstein into your hand and onto the field. Now, if Cyberstein is your deck master, you can normal summon it from anywhere. So the challenge then becomes getting the equip spell.
Well, equip
And
spells
it
are
is
versatile nowadays.
not really hard to get the equip spell. So I posit that it would be really easy to get Cyberstein. It would be really easy to build Cyberstein FTK.
Yeah. Where's Dark
Where's Dark
Simorgh?
Simorgh? Isn't Dark Simorgh just you can't set cards? Yeah, your opponent can't set any cards onto the field. I don't really care if my opponent can set cards.
I mean, unless
We've
it's a
got
trap.
Spell Canceller and Jinzo here.
I mean, if you can
Spell
like, if you
Canceller
can
and Jinzo are just better cards than Dark Simorgh. Now, obviously,
mean-
people will play Dark Simorgh.
What about like what was that archetype again? The one where they have to set cards to flip them up and use their effects.
Do you mean
Subterrors.
Artifact?
Subterrors.
Oh, Subterrors.
Wouldn't that
So Subterror would be sad, yeah, but like, is Subterror good?
I mean, if you play deck masters, any deck can be good if you play the right
True.
card.
True.
For example, anything you play in your mono.
Dagda
quest.
set Scythe. Okay, fair. Card Circuit. Holy shit, thank you for the raid. SO at Card Circuit. Go check them out. Always great to see a Card Circuit. We're talking about deck masters right now. I still posit that there is a really easy way to make Cyberstein FTK with deck masters. Because all you need to do is get the Psychic equip
When
spell.
the scientist is magical.
Remember, like, you guys remember, like, your deckmaster has to live in order for everything to work. So, if Cyberstein, a very glassy card, is your deckmaster,
Well,
and you manage
here's
to accomplish the FTK with it, then he's
yeah.
probably gonna go.
So, here's the thing about that. FTK means that I don't have to worry about I don't have to worry about that. Thunder King Ryo is a good one, yeah.
I mean, there are cards that actually depends on what you activate. Since one card can stop the entire FTK, can't it?
True. One card can stop an FTK. Hey, yo, Hako, nice to see.
That's,
Nice to see
that's
ya.
why the F is there. Because you want to go first.
Yeah.
I'm still like, for example, you know,
I'm
activating.
confused
like,
now.
Effect
What's you
Veiler.
confused by, Hakatori?
Simple effect.
So many
Veiler thing, man.
circuits. Oh, I see.
There's only 2 circuits.
But yeah, as I'm saying, like you could stop the entire FTK by using you know, like entities. No, not entities, but like effect failure. No.
You can, but like, typically during an FTK like this, you'd be drawing a shit ton, so you'd hope to draw into something to out that.
Okay, Rez, what do you think from what you've gathered will actually be plausible deck masters that will be able to stay in the game?
Stay in the game? Like deck masters that can stick around from the ones that you see here?
Yeah.
Protoss and Hyper Librarian. And probably Zulkin.
There are multiple cards. We just can't think of all of them.
These are the 3 ones that can probably stick around.
That's
From
a
the list
shame.
you see in front of you. The rest of these are incredibly toxic. Circuits to the 3rd degree. Here's my deck master. This better not be a JPEG of Doofenshmirtz.
Prestige, is it? It is.
It's a JPEG of Doofenshmirtz.
Of course it is.
So
Son
what's
of a
your
bitch.
verdict?
What's my verdict? To be honest with you, I'm not even sure if Hyper Librarian can stay in the game. A lot of these cards are just gonna have to be, like, yeeted. Cause Deckmaster is gonna be hella toxic unless we just ban Floodgate cards.
Here's the thing. Let's be honest here. They could probably rewrite the rules so you can't, you know, put like your fusion monsters as deck masters or synchro.
Well, then
monsters.
no. It's in the rules that say you can put extra deck monsters.
Vanilla's probably. Let's be honest.
No. It's in the rules. It says you can have an extra deck monster as a deck master.
Rez, you know that Konami doesn't think.
I'm aware that Konami doesn't think. However,
But you
it's
think they ban-
it's right here.
Guys,
Sorry, man.
hmm
I just
They
realized
banned it
something.
Yeah.
There's no links here.
I mean, you can't.
We haven't put a link to War Xyz here.
Oh, I just reread. It says the effects of the monster apply as if the monster were face up on the field, which means that you probably can activate effects. I just reread the Deckmaster thing. And it says effects apply as if they were face up on the field, which means you can probably activate their effects. So Megalith good? Probably, yeah.
I mean, another thing that would make sense is like you
Ritual
can
turn
activate-
0? That's the dumbest thing. Oh my god.
Like,
Rainbow
you can, like,
Neos is
make-
also stupid. Rusty Bardiche. Oh god damn. Wait. Phantom Knights just get to normal summon Rusty Bardiche. That's not actually that broken. That's really good. But we're talking, like, this list is cards that are broken. Rainbow Neos effects, shuffle entire board. True, but that has to be done on your turn. Do you want to look at Link's Animal?
We can.
See, the problem that I have with Links on this is, remember, you're not special summoning the card. You are normal summoning the card.
I mean, you don't have to normal summon every link. You don't have to.
Well, a
special
lot of
summon
the-
every link to get.
A lot of the good Links have effects that, like, kind of require you to do something with the Link mechanic for them. I guess a good one would be
Access code.
not access, because access requires you to link summon it, right?
Yeah.
What's it? A good bridge to start with. Cross Sheep. That is if you can, well, not Cross Sheep, fuck, because you can't put it in the extra monster zone. Fucking, yeah, Heat Soul's a good one, because you can get a draw. IP Masqueraina's pretty good, because, it makes your next Link monster really easy to, like, get out.
Well, wait a second. Question. If your Deckmaster is destroyed, you lose the duel.
Yes, but if your Deckmaster is linked off or used for extra deck material, you don't lose the duel.
What if you use it for... Does it have to be destroyed by your opponent? Because...
No, it does not have to be destroyed by your opponent.
So, what if it's banished? Does that count? Because what if you're...
It doesn't get destroyed though.
No, that's not destroyed.
It's not destroyed, but it's like, what if
it's removal?
Redoer.
Well, if you, well,
or better yet,
Redoer is probably like the only good Xyz monster except for Kragan.
Question: Can you
Banish does not count? Yeah, so, yeah. It says specifically destroyed, not removed from the field. Destroyed.
What about the Mathmech level 12 Synchro? What?
God, that card is not good. It's not going in the extra monster zone, so it won't matter. It won't even be unaffected by card effects.
No, okay, never mind then.
Who did the flipping rules? I don't know.
Konami. Who else?
No Shooting Quasar. Shooting Quasar. Probably okay. Probably okay, yeah. Just normal summoning a free Shooting Quasar is funny, so yeah, that would probably be decent.
That's pretty funny.
The problem is like I like look at links and think which ones see play, and I think you'd actually only see like Link 2 cards really see play.
Wait a minute.
Cause like, what are you gonna do? Normal summon an Appaloosa with no effects?
What about
normal
the Destroy Phoenix Enforcer?
Normal summon a decode, an access code talker with no
Rez. What about Destroy Phoenix Enforcer?
Rez.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. This isn't broken, but it is pretty funny.
Mm-hmm.
Lambda. Cyframe,
Ooh, Cyframe Lambda.
Yeah.
Not really broken, but it is funny. Yeah, give Cyframe a normal summon.
Mm-hmm.
However, that's a really easy card to destroy.
But here's the thing.
Just
you
Verde?
don't have to normal summon it. You just have to have it on the, you just have to have it as your deck master. You never have to normal summon it. And you can just use all your Cyframes while you have
True. Yeah, that's considerable then. Yeah, that's a thing to consider then.
Yeah, it doesn't have to point anything if I'm correct.
No, it doesn't.
Just a passive effect. Yeah. Gamma at any point.
Yeah, Gamma at any point is funny. Wait, hold up. Ojama Emperor, wait. Okay, yeah. That's funny, but only for Ojama decks.
Does Ojama King, like, remove or lock off monster zones on summon, or just while it's out?
It's on summon.
Oof.
Huh. So that means you can
setting
do turn one
Colossus
and
as your deck master. That's actually really funny, yeah. But like Colossus is also banned, so.
Wait, then couldn't you like mix multiple formats? Like, for example, go.
I gotta go already. You already gotta go? Alright, well, Cyan. I'll watch your video. Give me a sec.
What about go? Could you like mix then the you know the rules like create like go deck masters? Like in theory.
Mm-hmm. Colossus is very difficult to out on top of being a Drollin lock. It's a mistake. It's not Drollin lock. Mistake. Every time I say it's a mistake, people think, oh, that's a funny joke. No, there's a card called Mistake.
Some people may think that Colossus was a mistake, but its effect emulates the track card Mistake.
Super Quantic Seas boss monster is also
No.
Droll Lock. True.
That's true, but that wouldn't be a good deck master.
Also, wait, hold up. Super Quantic Seas boss monster is only Droll Lock. It's only Droll Lock
with mats.
with mats, yeah.
And you're not gonna have materials on it as a deck master, or just on normal summon.
Dagda Search Scythe. That's really funny. Dagda is your deck master, Search Scythe. That's actually pretty funny, yeah. Also, on the point of... whatchamacallit, DPE. I don't know if extra deck monsters will be considered as summoned properly. So, you might not be able to revive DPE if you use it as your deck master.
So, if you destroy a monster with its own effect, you die.
Oh yeah, by the way, so if you activate DPE effect, you will kill yourself.
It's not by your opponent, it's by yourself? Like, or...
Shen deck master?
Shen? Well, that's just...
Well, that's the same thing with, well, yeah, Shen probably, because that's the same thing as, like,
It's the same thing as Vanisher, it's just...
Yeah.
A card. No.
If, you lose if your deck master dies, period. No. You lose if your deck master gets destroyed. Your deck master can get banished, and you're fine. Your deck master can go to the graveyard, and you're fine. It specifically has to be destroyed. The words you like if your deck master gets Olenoides, or not Olenoides, Dynamiscus, it's fine. If your deck master gets linked off, that's perfectly fine. If your deck master gets used for a fusion summon, that's perfectly fine.
What about Superconductor
It is
Ultimate Tyranno?
specifically destroyed. Superconductor Ultimate Tyranno. That's really cool, and it is worth considering. However, look at the list before you. And tell me you would rather have Ultimate Conductor Tyranno than Jinzo.
No.
You never have to... Mind you, you can normal summon your deck master.
However, you never
These
have
cards
to,
don't-
and their effects are
never have
still...
to.
Can you look at video now? Yeah. Thank you for the follow, Volatile Luck. And nice to see you. Yeah, I'll watch the video now.
What about Red Eyes
Oh
Flare
my god,
Metal
it's
Dragon?
Padoru.
What about Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon then? Constantly burning your opponent away.
Flare Metal Dragon? Possibly.
You just burn your opponent away and let him kill himself.
Alright, let's get it up.
Like, good job getting a note K after burning yourself to death.
Some of the trick stars might be good. Oh my god, wait. Love you, Cyan. That was a funny one. Okay. So, theory here. I just realized what the best Xyz monster for this is.
What? I'm not sitting down looking at my screen. I'm doing
Hold
things,
up.
so you gotta speak.
Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon.
We were literally
Said
just talking
that!
about that.
Wait, did we just talk about this?
I just said that!
I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
Bruh.
Happy
I just
early
said you
Christmas.
can-
Thank you. Thank you,
You
Cyan.
said that because, you know, your opponent's gonna burn himself to death before he,
Yeah, okay, my
decays you.
brain went, oh wait, Trick Stars, and then it went, oh wait, Flare Metal.
You go from Trick Stars to Flare Metal.
Well, because Flare Metal burns more, and it burns on more things. What about Masquerade Dragon? Isn't Masquerade Dragon just, Flare Metal?
Is that
Wait.
the
Oh,
card?
Masquerade Dragon is just better Flare Metal.
Wait,
Question.
what's the difference?
100.
you-
100. Masquerade is 600, Flare Metal is 5.
Wait a minute. here's the thing. You can do that Flare Metal OTK or FTK really easy now.
Oh yeah, you can do the wait.
You don't need to even run it in your extra deck.
You don't even need to. You just need to summon Beals, give it to your opponent, and activate Sparks, and you win the game.
I'm confused. What?
Do you know the combo that Flare Metal
No, not
burns
at
your
all,
opponent and Beals
I'm asking
gains?
the question, so I don't know.
Okay, let me explain. Beals gains
Hello,
attack
Alex.
equal to the damage you took.
Yeah.
Flare Metal burns you for 500
Whenever
for
an
each
effect is
monster
activated.
So
And
you see
Beals'
that loop.
effect to gain attack is an activated mandatory effect.
Okay.
It is a chainable effect.
So basically, you create your own.
It needs
infinite
Xyz
loop.
material to burn.
Does it?
Wait,
Oh, it
your
does.
own Beals.
However,
Aw.
Masquerade does work. So the
Oh.
so you can do it with Masquerade.
Wait,
Just found.
it'd
You just
still be
found
an
another.
infinite loop. I thought it would still be an infinite loop, though.
It is an infinite loop.
It
because
would
your
still be an
opponent dies.
infinite loop, yeah.
Yeah.
Your opponent. Okay, so the difference is you're not burning. You have to pay. No, Masquerade needs to be. It has to be fusion summoned. Pain.
The best part is, since it doesn't count like as an
Wait.
infinite loop, you can't. It doesn't count as illegal. So judges can forcefully
from hand,
end the
okay.
effect.
I have failed. Pain. Couldn't you just normal summon Beals?
Yeah, I can do that. I
Wait,
think
hold up.
since it just exists.
Yeah, instead of working to make Beals, you... Well, either or. I think that's just your preference.
Oh, easy because you should
Naturia
need
Beast. Fair. However, Naturia Beast requires the milling of cards. You have Horus and Spell Canceller, which just stop. But Nat Beast could be better in some situations, honestly. Barkion banishes from graveyard, so it's not as good as just running Jinzo. If you're running a mill deck, are we trying to break Deckmaster format? It's not hard. Look at the cards we have in front of us. Mills are a plus, though. In some decks, yes. Every time I see Mills are a plus, I go, okay, but some decks, it aren't a plus. Like, it is not always a plus.
Says the control player.
Okay.
Probably
yeah.
wants to see all the cards in his hand.
Nibiru? That doesn't work, no. Nibiru has to be in
That's
hand.
not how that works.
Hello,
Plus
Circuit.
it's-
Nice to see you.
Plus, technically, it will be on the field, not in hand, so you can even activate the effect.
Dog.
Doggo.
Bork.
Oh yeah, have you heard that Roblox basically employing kids as free labor?
That's the shit. Okay.
Follow. Does Deckmaster send to hand, or does bouncing a Deckmaster send it to hand or the Deckmaster zone? We don't have that ruling. However, I would say it probably goes to the Deckmaster zone.
I don't think Revolution Dragon would work because it needs to be special summoned.
Yeah,
I
that's true. If it needs to be special summon, then yeah.
If I remember correctly, don't quote me on that. Since
No, it doesn't.
Alright. My dog.
All Amorphage stun monsters. Don't those cards don't those effects activate in the Pendulum Zone? You missed my Throne Redemption yesterday, by the way. Okay, I'll grab it. I'll grab it today, right now, then.
Ugh.
So Revolution Dragon does work, yes.
but you would be paying half your life points.
It needs to be special summoned. Or it needs to be pendulum summoned. However, that doesn't matter. Because
Also,
you
here's
can
the
just
thing.
normal summon it ignoring its conditions.
I guess, yeah. You can do it at the start of the turn and, proceed to FTK. Or OTK, that is.
Arsenal Falcon as a masker, PK rank up into Caliga. That's cool. Just choose Rainbow Neos. Yeah, fair. Sloth and Goliath.
Who?
A Morphage Sloth, neither player can special summon monsters from the extra deck. That's pretty strong. And Goliath. Neither player can special summon monsters from the extra deck. Yeah, that's fair. Both of these cards are really good with passive effects.
How do pendulum effects work?
They don't.
I was about to say.
These are the monster effects of them.
Because pendulum effects are spell cards.
Christia is not good because it prevents you from special summoning as well. There are decks that don't care about the extra deck that would run Goliath and Sloth. And consider, why run Christia when you can run Vanity's Ruler?
Wait a second. Rez. Monarchs.
I'm aware.
Wait a minute. Couldn't you, in theory, then play an extra deck card in Monarchs and still abide by the Monarch rules?
Yes.
Oh boy. Even more shenanigans.
You could very much do that.
So even more shit risk can be abused for his Monarch lists.
Yeah. Although I don't know if Monarchs would be really great. Yeah, Monarchs don't really do anything, but consider Monarchs when your opponent doesn't have an extra deck. Permanently. Without anything to do with Monarch effects. Just passively, you cannot use the extra deck. Slifer could be devastating, however, read the part where it says attack position.
That's true.
Yeah, to people who don't read, fair. Fiendish
Here's the
Rhino
thing.
Warrior as a BA deckmaster. That's really funny.
Here's the thing.
Yeah?
Unlike the anime, you can't normal summon in defense position face up.
Are we talking about Slifer?
So that means if cards that need to activate on face up, that means they can only activate. if
Demise
they are
is probably
stunned.
good, right?
Fluxy.
Yeah.
Have you not seen the clip? Slifer loses to defense position. End of
Yeah,
story.
No, that you don't get what I'm telling about. What about
Yeah,
decks
no,
that,
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
For
Demise
example-
King of Armageddon. Yeah, that's probably good, yeah.
Fiendish Rhino Warrior as the BA deckmaster. Ooh, okay.
Because, it is just, well, it's destroy. Yeah, fair.
Also-
Okay, we're excluding cards that hit both players when it comes to special summoning, because why would you run that over Vanity's Ruler? Empin isn't so good, though, because your opponent can just normal summon the boss monster in attack position. Don't care. Oh, yeah. Yeah, by the way, like, Fluunderese is kind of fucked in this format. Because you can just normal summon a big fuck-off card and fuck them over. What is it? You just run Rainbow Neos, though. Rainbow Neos is really good. Can we get an alternative art printing of Rainbow Neos? I like how we're all thinking removal, stun, and nobody's thought of, okay, but what about the unsearchable combo starters for decks?
Bryce,
Yeah?
if your opponent says "fuck you," at
Oh
the
yeah,
end of the
no, it's
turn-
eventually gonna come down to like, okay, what about Oh, Orokuro did say Isolde, you're right.
No, listen. What's
Isolde
point
is
having that
probably the
one-
best combo starter.
But yeah, Riz, what about the oh sure, you can't search up your combo starters, but guess what? If your opponent's playing any card that says you can't do X, Y, or Z,
Mm-hmm.
what's the point in having the combo starter if you can't do the next combo?
Venomanaga? Doesn't Venomanaga get attack based on... Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Hold up, though. You're not wrong. You are not wrong on Venomanaga. Because you can... It doesn't even matter. This card can't be destroyed by... Oh, it can be destroyed by battle, though. Well, it can't be destroyed by card effects. Winda, we did say Winda before. So, you can probably win immediately with Venomanaga. There's a way to do it if you can just normal summon Venomanaga. Yeah, that'd be funny. That'd be a good one, Ilex. Venomanaga Ogdo. Yeah, Ogdo would actually be playable with Venomanaga. As a card that they can just normal summon.
I think we've reached the point where we're looking at cards that are actually like mildly usable and not banned on sight. Like,
Oh yeah, Venomanaga probably shouldn't be on this list because it's actually like usable. As compared to these are broken.
Rez, what are you talking about? Any deck that uses these cards in it by itself would be
Had
already using it.
Deckmaster
Wait, did you change
coded
list?
for the last 6 years.
No, he didn't.
No, I did not.
No?
It had
Then
Deckmaster coded for the last 6 years, really? Hold up.
Yeah, it has it, but it's
It's in alternate
bad.
format, isn't it?
It's really bad.
They'll probably
Deckmaster.
remaster it since
Oh, Virtual World.
we already said Chinchin.
No. The card Virtual World. Was it Divine? This is probably not the thing that I was looking for.
No, you're completely wrong. If you go into if they put hand test, I think hand test settings.
Oh,
You
hand
do
test settings. Hold up.
Maybe I can't remember.
Oh,
I know you can do it if you put on like the correct format.
it's probably alternate shit that I just don't know about.
Okay, it's not here. It's let me check.
All the
I want-
statues. Yeah, the statues are funny.
Oh,
It's actually accurate to the Noah Kaiba arc.
Wait,
wait a minute.
Rez,
You
Mhm.
can soft lock your opponents.
doesn't Arc Nemesis Protoss need...
It needs a monster on the
Um,
field, yeah. That's not how to do it? Okay, how do you do it? Go ahead, tell me. I'll do it right now.
Do it then maybe in somewhere else. I know I've tried to play with a friend, but
Go to host settings. Oh,
Oh,
hold up.
host and custom. Yeah, host and custom. Where is it?
Let's just take... What's a card with like a good thing in it?
But it doesn't allow you to, pick cards from your deck, if I remember correctly.